Okay.
Here we're going.
Okay. Hi, I'm Chef Gabby, and today we're going to be making my pasta salad. I'm really excited to share with everybody. And you good? Okay.
Yeah.
And I have some announcements to make. So tomorrow is the an after-school class for session 3, and Thursday is our fifth celebrity chef, Chef Riley, and Chef Riley is going to be making homemade sweet potato gnocchi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we've started, I don't know if any of you have it, but we've started a TikTok account. So every class will be posting either the activity or recipe to what we did in class that day.
Cool. Okay, let's get started.
Okay, let's get started. So first what we're going to do is make our dressing. And you're going to need a dressing packet. And I have this cool contraption that you make dressing in, and then you shake it and you can pour it. So first I'm going to put my dressing packet in.
What could you use if you didn't have that?
If you didn't have this, you could use
The shaker.
Oh, what?
If you didn't have the shaker.
Oh, if you didn't have the shaker, you could just use a mason jar or any sort of closed container you have, really.
So you can shake.
Yeah. So you can. I'm gonna cut this open. And I have the Good Seasons Italian one.
And what would you do if you didn't have the Italian seasoning?
If you didn't have this Italian seasoning, you could make your own. Find a recipe online. But this is what we have in our pantry today, so we're just going to go ahead and use it. So I'm going to put in my vinegar, and you're going to want 1/3 cup of vinegar.
And let everyone know if they have any questions.
If anybody has any questions, you can go ahead and unmute yourself or type in the chat.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put 1/3 cup of vinegar. Wait, this doesn't have 1/3 cup on it. It has 1/4 cup.
So, hold on. You have measuring cups over there.
Oh, never mind. You're going to do 1/3 cup of vinegar. This is white vinegar, right? White. Or any vinegar you have. And close it up. My workstation. And then I'm going to do 1/4 cup of olive oil plus 3 wait, hold on. Oh, I'm gonna do 1/4 cup of olive oil.
And then do you want to mix that first?
Okay.
Mix that first, yeah.
And before you put the olive oil in, so once you have your dressing packet and your vinegar, you're gonna want to mix it with just a spoon or really anything. And then I'm going to add 1/4 cup of olive oil.
So we're doing the light oil version.
And we're doing the light oil version. There's a not so light oil version, but this has a little bit less, and personally I like it more. Okay, there we go. Here you go. And then I'm going to go ahead and mix this. And your oil and vinegar, or oil and water, your oil and water vinegar mixture are going to separate, but that is perfectly fine. It happens to everybody. And then last, I'm going to be adding 1/4 cup of water plus 3 tablespoons. So I'm going to do 1/4 cup, get my water down here, 1/4 cup plus 3 tablespoons. I don't know why I just used that, but that's fine. 3 tablespoons. Sorry about that. Okay, and 3 tablespoons of water. So you're going to do 1/4 cup of olive oil, 1/4 cup of water plus 3 tablespoons, and 1/3 cup of white vinegar. and shake it up. Okay, and I'm just gonna set that to the side, and then we're gonna go ahead and start chopping our vegetables. And has everybody pre-cooked your pasta and Beyond Meat?
Give us a thumbs up.
Thumbs up, everybody? Yes, I think so.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And if you didn't.
If you didn't, you can go ahead and just chop the vegetables with us and make it after class, which it's perfectly fine. So I'm going to be first chopping up my broccoli, and I have pre-washed broccoli. And I wanted to show you guys, this broccoli is not perfect. This broccoli isn't perfect. It has some brown at the bottom and up a side. So you can just chop off the part that has a brown spot, and I'm going to use my claw and just go right down. And
well, you're going to chop off the stem anyway, right?
Yeah, but the top part it's not good either.
Oh.
This really.
That guy.
Yeah. This broccoli is
not good.
Not good.
That looks fine.
Do you see the top? Do you see the bottom?
I think it's fine. Just chop the rest.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and chop this broccoli first. I'm probably going to use about a head of broccoli and just chop it down. So the stem is off and you have little nubs of broccoli like this.
Mm-hmm.
And some people like to save the nub. I am not one of them. The stem. Sorry. I'm not one of them, but I'm going to go ahead and chop it anyways because I know that my mom likes this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you're going to chop this, you can just go right down like this with your claw.
Use it like little chips.
Yeah, like that.
Like a little chip.
Yeah. And then I'm just going to cut it in half because my chip is going to get bigger as I go up.
And you have that flat surface.
Yeah.
To chop.
All right. Good. And then when it gets a little harder to chop because it's harder to hold, you can go ahead and just put that one in your dump bucket. I'm going to chop the rest like little chips.
All right, you don't have to keep going.
Yeah, okay. Well, I know all of you aren't going to do this, but there's a way you can do that.
Yeah, and then you can also put it in your compost if you don't want to save the stems. I like to chop these up in salads too. Mm-hmm. They're crunchy. And
if y'all don't like raw broccoli, you can always steam it or boil it for a little bit or roast it, however you like to cook it, if you don't like it raw. So now what I'm going to do is just chop the broccoli so it's just the little head and the floret, and then I'm just going to chop that in 4. So they're little pieces of broccoli and they're not too big. And while I go, I'm going to put it in my bowl of pasta that I salted when it was cooking. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to chop the rest. Here we go. And I'm not the biggest fan of the broccoli stem either, so I'll just, I don't know why I said either. I already said I wasn't. So,
I like it.
Mom likes it. Chef Dawn likes it,
mm-hmm.
And she'll just eat it, or you can put it right in your compost pile. So I'm just going to chop this. And then again, I'm just going to chop it into about 4.
And why do you like it better raw?
I like it better raw because it gives a crunch, and not everything else isn't very crunchy. So this gives a good crunch. I used to never like raw broccoli. I thought it was disgusting. And then I figured out it's actually not too bad in pasta salad. And I came across this because my grandma was watching me one night, so my mom didn't make dinner, and I had to figure dinner out for myself.
And your grandma.
And my grandma. So I wanted to try pasta salad just because it sounded great at the time, and it just sounded good. And so I looked up different recipes, and none of them really sounded great, and some of them I didn't have the stuff for. So I went ahead and just used what I had, and I came up with my own recipe of this. So pretty much it's just pasta and different vegetables you like, and these are the vegetables I like. So
it's a good mixture.
Yeah.
So those are pretty tiny. They're, good size.
Yeah. And then I'm going to save some.
So it's about a small head of broccoli.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So usually you'll get a head of broccoli, and there'll be 3
broccolis
in it. And you can go ahead and take one of the 3 out to chop up.
I like more, but I guess we have a bunch of other veggies in there.
There'll be plenty of veggies. And then I'm just going to take this last one and put it to the side. Can you give me my scraper, please?
Yes.
And before I move on to the next vegetable, I'm going to bring out my handy dandy scraper and scrape off my cutting board, because I don't know about y'all, but the little things that, I don't know if you guys know, but if your dogs ever get little stickers on their feet that kind of look like one of these drive me crazy because they're just so little and get everywhere. That's the only thing I could think about. So I'll just put that in my dump bucket. Is everyone good? Can we move on? No?
Yep, okay.
Okay, Nyla.
Okay, everybody else.
Everybody else is good.
Okay, Savannah's good.
Okay,
Olivia.
we'll just wait just a second.
And Bria, you're good. How's Bria? Are you good? Good. Okay, so Olivia, we'll start chopping the next item. Or no, Nyla, we'll start chopping the next item, but we'll try to go slow for you, okay?
Okay.
All right.
So I'm going to go ahead and start chopping my cucumber, and I'm going to start off by chopping off the ends.
Oh, let me go back to speaker view.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Just in case there's little nubs. Some people don't like those. I don't mind them, but I can always save them. Oh, save them. And I'm going to chop it off.
What if you have a normal cucumber?
Oh, if you have a normal cucumber, these are mini cucumbers. I don't know if you saw, but if you have a normal cucumber, you can also cut off the edges and then cut it down.
Lengthwise, show them on that.
Okay, so you'd cut it. So if you had a normal cucumber, let's say this is your normal cucumber. Oh, Nyla's, she unmute.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
How many cucumbers? However many you want, but I'm gonna do you have big cucumbers or little cucumbers?
Little.
Probably 2
or 3. Yeah, depending on how many you like.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Gabby's gonna do how many?
Probably 2.
Gabby's gonna do 2 mini cucumbers.
Yeah.
Or if you have one English cucumber, like one big cucumber, you just do the one big cucumber.
Yeah. So if you have a big cucumber, you can just cut it lengthwise.
Do you want everyone to do this? Or you want them to cut it in rounds if it's mini?
If it's mini, cut it in rounds. But if it's lengthwise, you can cut it like this. So you have a flat surface to cut on. And then just cut little slivers. Oh, whoa.
Whatever.
And you just cut little slivers.
That looks pretty.
Yeah. Just
tuck your finger
like so.
And your thumb back. There you go.
So then you're gonna have, and I have bigger chunks at the end. Do that. Now little slivers like that.
Mm-hmm. Use the scraper.
Oh. I'm just gonna use my scraper and put it in the bowl.
You gonna do another one?
Yep.
Okay.
And then another way to chop them is just doing it in little rounds like this if you have a mini cucumber. So since my other ones are cut in half, I'm going to go ahead and cut this one in half too.
But either, however you like it.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and cut this.
Good claw.
And make sure you use your claw so you don't cut your fingers off, because that would not be good.
Yep. I don't want finger salad.
No, no. I'm just going to cut these. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You just want bite-sized pieces.
There's some for the.
Yep, I know. That's what I'm going to do right here. Add this in.
Okay.
There we go. Is everyone ready to move on? We now have our broccoli and our cucumber in the salad bowl with the pasta.
Okay.
Is everyone good? Thumbs up? Good? Okay. So now what we're going to do is our bell pepper. And your bell peppers might look a little different, but I have the little ones.
Yep, we got those in our Misfits Market box.
Yeah. So I'm just going to chop the top off.
Pull the seeds out.
And go, so.
You can just pull the seeds out.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I was going to cut it anyways.
All right.
Like cut around like you usually would.
Oh, yeah. So you're going to tell what you're doing.
So I'm going to cut, it's hard to explain. If you have a big bell pepper, you can cut it the same way. So you're going to take it and chop the top off. And you're going to want to cut so you can see the center. And you're going to want to cut around the center like this. So you're going to almost use the center as a guide and almost make a circle.
And Chef Jazz just cut like 4 sides, so it was almost square.
Oh.
But this is another way to do it.
Yeah. And then, so you can just take out your little seed. And this is pretty much a bell pepper just with the seeds gone in a circle. And then you can lay it flat and do little slices. Is everyone good?
Let's see how everybody's doing.
Oops.
Okay, looks like everybody's working.
Oh, make sure you use your claw. Okay, was it?
Yep, reminder to use the claw.
Okay, and then once you have these, I'm just going to cut them in half.
Okay.
So you have little pieces like this.
Great.
And I decided to use colorful bell peppers because pretty much everything in the salad is going to be green besides the tomatoes, so I wanted to have a pop of color. So that's why I decided to use these. And we found these little ones, so whatever ones you find are fine. This is also another source of crunch, which is nice, and flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Cute.
And bell peppers have a lot of vitamin C for our immune system right now.
Yes. We are going to talk about the benefits of peppers and broccoli and edamame at the end. So I'm just going to chop off the top. And
Circle around.
I'm going to do a slit and then circle right around. And these seeds actually aren't too big, so I'll just pull it out.
And then you can even dry those out and plant them.
Mm-hmm. You can get the seeds, and you can, whatever type of, you can take a bowl or a plate and put a paper towel down, and there's some dried out seeds, and then you can plant those and grow bell peppers. And make sure your claw, Mom, if you want to mute my phone, someone I think is gonna call. And I'm just gonna cut these down. And I'll probably do 3 of these little ones just because I don't have a big bell pepper. So we'll cut these and then cut them right in half and throw them in the bowl. It's gonna look so pretty. And since we have orange and red, I'm gonna do a yellow. Cut the top off. Throw in the dump bucket and slice it down the side and do a circle. And this one also doesn't have a big seed thing, so I just pull it out. You don't have to cut all the way around it.
I also like to add onion to this recipe when I eat it.
So Chef Don likes to add onion. I don't like onion in mine, but if you are an onion fan, you will like onion in this. It adds some crunch and flavor. Go. And then just slice it down. All right. This is gonna be my 3rd one. Okay.
Great.
Thank you. And cut it down, and that's how it looks so far, nice and pretty. And then we'll go ahead and put it in. All right, is everyone good? Oh, Ian's waiting.
Oh.
Oops.
Okay.
They might have lost connection.
Yep, okay.
All right, now I'm gonna add in some tomatoes. I'm not gonna add in too many. I actually forgot to save some bell peppers.
Oh, that's okay. Why don't you do a recap for Ian?
Okay.
Ian,
how long have you guys been out? A long time?
A little bit. So just say.
So we've added our bell peppers, cucumber, and our pasta and broccoli. Do you guys need help chopping anything? Knowing or seeing how to chop anything?
You guys need help, Ian?
We're good. We got it.
Okay, good. All right, we're gonna mute you again.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cut my tomatoes. So I'm just gonna cut them lengthwise and then
in half.
in half.
Quarter them.
Quarter them. So so you want to quarter your tomatoes so they're a little like this. Just gonna put that there. And tomatoes are a little harder to chop just because oh, tomato juice squeezed on my foot. That's okay.
On your foot?
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and add some tomato. And tomato, they're just nice to have.
Yeah.
Tomato, I don't know what's.
They're tasty.
Yeah. And actually, Mom.
Yes.
Can we get the tomato poster?
Oh, yeah. It's not out here?
Nope. And I'm gonna go ahead and chop these. And throw those in. And I have little tomatoes, but if you have a big tomato, you can just cut them into little size pieces like this. And I'm gonna probably add just a couple, however many you like. So I'm gonna add these.
I find the little tomatoes are also easier to grow in your garden as well.
Yes, little tomatoes are we found much easier to grow. These, I think you can also just throw a couple tomatoes and they start growing.
Yeah. Yeah, if we have any ones that are kind of bad, a little bit bad, we just throw those in the garden, and then some might come up as volunteers.
Yep. And they're called volunteer tomatoes when they come up and just
On their own.
on their own. So we are almost finished. So we are going to go ahead and clear this.
Gabby, are you adding them when you cut it directly on top of the pasta?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, the pasta's like right under here, if you guys can
So there,
see
it's
it
right
under here.
there.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna pass this off. Thank you. This forward. All right, we're almost finished. So now what I'm gonna do is add my edamame. We have some shelled edamame, and these are these came in a little package, and then we just defrosted them, and they're fine.
We put them in the refrigerator and defrosted them overnight, but you can also just steam them or however you want.
And I'm just gonna add a good layer
You usually add all of them, don't you?
Yes. That looks like a lot.
Well, it'll mix in.
All right, there we go. Okay. I'm just gonna have a good layer on top of edamame.
So you have about, this was a 12 ounce. You have about half, maybe a third a cup left.
So yeah.
Okay.
Last but not least, I'm gonna be adding my Beyond Meat sausage that I pre-cooked and sliced. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this. And I'm gonna mix this up in the end, so it'll be.
You have salt and pepper over there?
Ooh, yep.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's good.
That's
Okay.
plenty.
And then I add salt and pepper to taste. Well, we're good. And stir it up. Let me know if anybody needs help. Mix this. Mix this.
Everyone give a thumbs up.
Thumbs up, everybody, if you're
Doing
good.
good. Does anyone need help?
Ooh,
Okay.
Savannah, yours looks good. I can see it.
Oh, wow, yeah. Okay.
This is big. Wow, nice.
Okay.
I see Savannah's. Looks good. All right. I have stuff flying everywhere. It's okay. And there we go. If you want to get 2 bowls, we can not.
Okay, and then do you want to, you put salt and pepper on? Or?
Yep, I already put salt and pepper
No.
to taste. And I'm going to go ahead and grab 2 bowls because you don't want to put the dressing all over it because it'll make everything soggy. And
I mean, you can if you want, but we like to put it on a little at a time.
Yeah. Go ahead and put this in. I have clean hands. Okay.
Then add your seasoning after you add all the peppers.
And I'm going to add some of my dressing that we made in the beginning.
Can you shake it?
Yep.
Pre-shake it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just make sure. So I'll add some dressing. And we're going to talk about the benefits of tomatoes, edamame, broccoli, and bell peppers. Here you go. I'm going to try it. Good.
Yummy.
That's the crunch of the bell pepper and broccoli.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, I'm going to talk about, some of our plants, they're vegetables that we use today pretty quickly. So, tomatoes have biotin for beautiful skin, vitamin C for cancer fighting, and lycopene for strong bones. We'll do edamame the whole poster.
Okay.
And we're gonna, just so you guys don't get bored, we're gonna do edamame for the whole poster, but the rest we're just gonna say the benefits. Bell peppers have vitamin C to boost immune system, so that will help you during this time to fight off germs.
Mhm.
Vitamin B6 to help make red blood cells, and vitamin A for better eyesight. Whoa. Tripped. Broccoli. Broccoli is vitamin K for a healthy heart, vitamin C for soft, healthy skin, and vitamin B6 for energy. And then edamame, probably my favorite. Edamame is filled with lots of vitamins, nutrients, minerals. It has protein for strong muscles, iron for more energy, and fiber for better digestion. They can be planted in the summer as a cover crop to add nitrogen to the soil. You can cook them by steaming them in the shell, which are a great snack. We have that at dinner a lot. Or you can try them shelled, which means they have no shell casing. And you can steam them with rice or over a salad, or you can just add salt and eat them as a snack. And a fun fact about edamame is some call edamame the super or wonder vegetable because it's the only vegetable that contains all 9 essential amino acids. This makes edamame a complete protein source, similar to proteins.
Yeah, meat or animal protein.
Yeah. And there you go.
Okay. Does anyone have any questions?
Does anybody have any questions?
Everyone show us your salad. Let's see how they look, everybody. Can you hold up your salad? Let's see, Olivia. Oh, Savannah looks good. Bria. Oh, beautiful. Nyla
Olivia.
and Olivia. Beautiful, you guys. Love it. Good job. Great to see you all. Okay.
I hope everybody enjoyed it.
Okay, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
You can do a meat.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, cutie. Bye, everybody.
You can just end it. You don't